language. As you all know, GML or QML is used by Google Earth, Google Maps to express or describe geographical information in an open source manner. Then CGML will get more human info and human data. You may have SensorML where current sensor feedback from temperature, from weather, etc. might be being read. And as long as we are in tune with everyone else, as long as we are in tune and with keeping our standards, even if a little extra work, but we keep collaborating, it can be used in this framework. So then, altogether now, we have created a framework, like kind of a living organism that constantly evolves and is able to support the decision-making process in different stages and using the appropriate tool for the corresponding stage in that life cycle. The working demo, it's if you are traveling a game engine virtual environment, and for instance, one person needs a better high definition render of a particular output model, it can just hit a keyboard request wherever he is in the world, and then he can keep going and navigating whatever he is, and the framework will get this message, this request, and the workflow manager will know that, oh, we are in this part of the process, so I can get the live weather feed so that I can maybe make the day of the render image according to the moment where they are right now, or get another 3GS data library or the GIS 3D object library if they want. And then the weather manager, as you see, the workflow manager has already forgotten about who is making the rendering. That's somebody else's problem. He just knows that that request is being taken care of. And in that sense, it doesn't matter whether you're in your own desktop or you're using Google Cloud Computing, you are being supported in solving the problem that you want solved. And you can keep going on without having to click and go there and go around and waiting for a particular solution. And then once the DNS server has finished the rendering, it can notify users by email, by RSS, or pop up the corresponding link in the Google Earth so that we actually have achieved the particular need of having a better tool to describe a better part of my question. And in this way, what we try to achieve is to have the best of all worlds. And paraphrasing, if you have taken some cash from the Australian ATMs, it's an ad from an Australian bank. It's focused on services and the service and the service. And what I want to say there is that once you focus on tools being not something that you have to code with, but a service that is provided by you and you know how to do it, you can start using it for doing more services to other people. So in that case, the expert in modeling of climate change can just do the extra work of building this interface in a clear, open source ways, following the standards of IEEE, Google Earth, or Virtual Earth, Microsoft Virtual Earth, and it will be able to again give a service. And then, in this regard, he will be part of a collaborative environment in which now he will have a live feed or a beautiful visualization tool with which communicate their output models to the general public. There is, of course, many challenges and technological constraints, but just an anecdote. VNS virtual is a closed software like ArcGIS, but if you pose the question, and it was just a matter of swapping a couple of emails, and I sent an email to the CEO in Colorado, Boulder, USA, and after some emails and whatever, they said, okay, if you are going to this for not for profit but for collaboration and naming on your paper, name on your presentation, but that's it. I will open a small script so that you can use my tool in a several ways so that I can put it in cloud computing and use it in this layer that I was talking about. And I know what happens most often with this kind of service is that you end up having a Frankenstein. And you remember this literature work, Dr. Frankenstein wanted to do the most beautiful human being ever walked on Earth, but he chose the best leg, the best arm, the best hand, and he ended up having a monster. So that we can avoid this, we have to rely on collaboration, rely on open source communication, and stressing the fact that if we are researchers work in a collaborative environment, we will be able to not like keep people together now just for the love of it, but we really have a better tool and a better framework to support our own services and have a chance for indigenous sustainable future. That's it.
Okay, some questions from that.
What would the intellectual property arrangements be between the CRC and, say, users and collaborators that you find for those users? Would you also be a collaborator with the intellectual property as the
Precisely, you have to negotiate that, and for instance, most of the Google API platform is open source, and to a certain extent, for their kind of licenses, if you don't extend a number of users or just one server instead of multiple servers, you have for free. If you want more, talk to us. And the same things work for the other, for VNS, for SVI, for virtuals. They also went to our research lab, and they again said, talk to us and we'll get to an agreement. But what we want is to know that this possibility is open and everyone wants their own well-being. It's not like jungle over there. So, to answer your question, the CRC intellectual property lays on the actual implementation of the framework, but every tool and every component that you use enforces its own restrictions. And of course, the more freedom you want to have, the more you have to work. But ultimately, I didn't mention it, but I am using the GeoServer, which is the open source answers to the ArcGIS server or the Google server. And it's completely free, you can use it as long as you say that you're using it. And it's pretty powerful. And also, because that's the idea, they give you a whole API to use the Google Maps and Google Earth plugin tools if you want to choose that way of rendering the shape files. So it's just a matter of talking.
Yes. As long as then the lawyers start talking.
Oh, you have to talk to you.
Yeah.